So now that there is contradictions,
Where?
like with the jinns and the
No, that's what we're going to address.
He's lying again, because if it's from God, there's no contradiction.
So what objective evidence can you share with us that Christianity, your version of it, is true?
let's go with prophecies. Prophecies. Let's go with prophecies.
Prophecies of what?
The Old Testament and the New Testament being fulfilled, Christ fulfilling them.
So when we look at the prophecies are very specific and they materialize, and that's why it shows these things are true.
But
is that what you're saying?
Well, that faith comes into it, obviously.
No, explain to me what you mean by how does prophecies provide evidence for the objective evidence for Christianity being true?
Well, no, we're talking about me. This is my
correct.
path of
Your
Christianity. How I came to believe
yes.
Christianity was true.
Yeah, objectively true.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say objectively true.
That's what I'm after.
Okay.
I want to see.
So you tell me how the Quran is the objectively true thing. Explain your.
Okay, fair enough, no problem. So. Oh, sorry. It's okay. When we look at the Quran, examine the Quran, we can see that the Quran cannot be a product of anyone other than God. The Quran, in fact, gives us falsification tests for it. It tells you how you can falsify it. Okay. And when we look at this falsification, when we apply the falsification test, like the most important of those falsification tests is called the inimitability challenge of the Quran, where the Quran challenges everyone, man, jinn, all of the creation. If they have doubt that it's not from God, then what they have to do is simply to bring something like the Quran, a chapter like the Quran, a surah, or 10 chapters, 10 surahs of the whole Quran.
I personally, I think the Bible does that.
No, the Quran is in a particular stylistics, and the challenge is to bring something like that stylistics of the Quran. When I say bring something like this beautiful glasses that you there, and I bring this, that's going to be not like it. So the challenge is to bring something like it.
So for me, obviously, like it, I would like, would a book writing to be the truth about God, to me, is a similar.
So perhaps this particular falsification test is not explained by me to you clearly. Let me try again once again. The Quran,
something like
the Quran simply says, okay, this is a speech of God, okay, but the way it's been delivered, it's not like human speech, because human speech in the forms of, say, poetry, rap music, is not the same as prose, for example. These are different genres of how you communicate in speech, whether you sing, whether you rap battle, whether you compose, a prose or a poetry. So Arabs had, in Arabia, different kind of speech like that in their way of speaking. The Quran came to say it's not like any of them like that. It's unique in its style, just to match and imitate its style. The Arabs at that time, they recognized it's not doable. Today people recognize it's not doable. The question is, why is it not possible to imitate the style of the Quran? So when we look at the objective criteria of it, we know exactly why. Because scholars have done work breaking down stylistic, style by style, right? The stylistically, how the Quran is delivered and composed of, yeah. And with this particular way of delivery or composition, you cannot imitate it, because the moment you try to imitate it, it does not still form that eloquent, normal Arabic. You have to really bring a different language altogether if you're going to imitate the style. So this is why, objectively, when we look at it, and we can see people failing, even to this day, when they had the opportunity to do so, that demonstrates the claim is still true. This is one of many objective reasons why I consider the Quran to be true.
So my next question would be, if you were to find a contradiction within that writing of God, would that then disprove That it came from God.
Yeah. To clarify then, if in the book, within it, there are inherent internal contradictions, then that proves that it cannot be from God. This is actually another falsification test the Quran itself offers. The Quran says, had this been from any other than God, you would find within it many ikhtilafan, many discrepancies or inconsistencies. So it seems like it's a very fair point you made, and the Quran actually acknowledges that human beings, the Quran seems to acknowledge that people does appreciate this kind of assessment, and it offers you as a falsification test. If you find something within the Quran that contradicts internally, then it cannot be from God. This is the Quranic standard.
What I briefly remember something about how all things were created through water, and then how the jinns were created by fire.
Okay, so it's not just the jinns. There are many things which are not created from water, right?
Read it in English for it.
Then do they not reflect upon the Quran? If it had been from any other than Allah, they would have found within
Much
it
contradiction.
That's what I'm saying.
There's contradiction.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
No. There's not.
So if it wasn't from God, you'd find contradictions, right? Many contradictions.
No, he's lying again, because if it's from God, there's no contradiction.
Yeah, we get it.
God is not contradiction to himself.
Thank you, we get your point, thank you.
Yeah, so what would be the answer for that?
You perhaps you haven't realized. I said that verse is what I was telling you.
He said it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's not.
Excuse me, I'm having a conversation with you or with him?
That's a good point.
He's a heckler. So I'd rather have a conversation with you, if you don't mind.
Listen, me as a man will debate him. He has to run. He has to run.
So the other thing was...
Just one second. In this verse, or the ayah of the Quran, what does it say?
You'd have to show.
Okay. It says like this. Had this been from any other than God, okay? You'd find there within it much discrepancies, inconsistencies.
So even if there's one or two, it doesn't.
Look, if you find one contradiction, it's not from God. If you find two contradictions,
so with the water and the fire.
So in principle, you've realized we agree on this principle.
Yeah.
If there are contradictions,
I'd need to,
and discrepancies,
I'd need to have a look closer into that as well.
I mean, if we cannot even understand this basic principle, then let's go into it.
What do you need to look into?
Yeah. What is it?
This guy's
The
point
verse
as
that
well.
he showed
What is his point?
Exactly what
His
he...
point is that there are contradictions in the
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, the principle is this. Listen, the principle is this.
No, I understand the point. I'm just saying, like, so now that there is contradictions,
Where?
like with the jinns and the
No, that's what we're going to address. Before, first we establish a paradigm, a framework. If there are contradictions in a religious text, it cannot be from God. Agreed?
depends on the claim that you're making.
God knows he cannot contradict himself. Any book that contradicts, it cannot be from God.
It can't, but the difference between the Bible, if you're going to try and flip a verse.
No, I'm not Philip. I'm saying any book. Any book.
Which day, what did Allah create first? Heaven and earth or earth and heaven? Ask him that.
My friend,
But that's contradiction.
they're having a conversation. Have some manners.
He's a Christian. He's a Christian. I didn't talk to
Yeah, I
him.
know. So he's having a conversation.
I heard from your friend. I heard. Look.
I'm with you.
Go on,
I'm with you.
Look.
I'm listening.
Remind me your name again. Sorry.
Joe.
I heard from your friend. No,
The water.
fine. I heard from a friend.
Don't worry about that.
No.
Jump on the topic.
Can I finish?
You mind me being here?
On the
Or you want me to be here?
topic. I do mind. I do mind. It's your choice. I do mind.
Do you want me
I
to
do
be
mind.
here? Or you want me to be here?
Thank you.
Either we talk or we don't talk.
Ask him why does he mind?
I'll tell you why.
Like our life.
In
You
this,
want to agree together.
I can't even have a word in. You see the problem?
You're a hypocrite.
I haven't opened my mouth.
You're a hypocrite.
I opened my mouth.
I have
You
been-
came into the
Hold on.
situation.
They wrote a book with their hand and says from Allah and sell it for a small price.
Joe,
Surah 278 and 79.
Joe,
Who's the literate prophet?
prior to coming here, You know about this place, Speaker's Corner, right?
You're a joker.
I've been coming in the Speaker's Corner for more than 25 years. More than that.
So I'm not showing you.
I know who the hecklers are,
Standing right.
and I purposely
So
avoid them
482.
because they don't have a
So
fruitful
482.
conversation. I heard from your friend that you know enough to have a conversation. That's why I came
Yeah?
and asked
Let me go
you,
fear.
shall we have a conversation?
We talk Joe.
Now, I do mind when hecklers come in. If you don't want to have a conversation, no problem.
He's a heckler.
Yeah.
He's a heckler. When he
he's
started
a
speaking, I didn't say.
That's up to you. So if you don't want to have a conversation with me, then that's fine.
If you stop lying,
Okay? You take care, Joe. Okay? All the best.
Next time,
We'll make another conversation next time together. Don't worry. You'll probably find me because I've been coming here for all these years. Likelihood is I'll be again here, right?
more games. Stop relying on the Quran.